Hey yogis, welcome to today's morning yoga practice. You can practice this anytime. There's no real rule for this, but just thought it'd be helpful to wake up in the morning. So let's get started. So we're gonna start in this seated kneeling position. And just take a second, roll out one of the wrists. In both directions. And then you can switch. So, second wrist, rolling out both directions. Alrighty, let's place our hands behind our back, interlace the fingers, and just pull the hands down so that your chest opens. So shoulders back and down, really opening out the chest, maybe looking up at an angle. So your shoulder blades in the back are squeezing together. All right, we're gonna counter this by rounding the spine. So bring your hands to your knees. And then we're going to shift backwards, chin to chest, shoulders forward. Great. Come to a neutral spine. We'll take a wide-legged child's pose. So open your knees out as wide as you'd like them. Walk your hands forward before we even lower down. Just kind of sway side to side. Notice how this feels in your lower back or just the sides. You can even wiggle the shoulders a little bit too for more of an upper body stretch. And then when you're ready, you can walk your hands forward and lower your forehead down. Really stretch your arms forward so you're feeling a little bit more of a stretch in the shoulders. If you have an intention for your day, for this practice, or both, now would be a great time to set that intention. Couple more deep breaths here. Start to walk your hands in, lifting yourself up. And we'll meet tabletop just as a transition, and then tucking the toes, lifting the knees up for down dog. So you can take a second, just walk it out here, especially in the morning. Your legs are little bit more tight. Look forward. You're going to step or hop it up to your hands. Half lift. You can bring your hands either to your shins or to the mat if you can reach. Now let's fold over. So really releasing tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. Bringing the hands down to the mat. It's okay if you have a little bend here. Now start to bend your knees a little bit more as you slowly roll up all the way, reaching your arms up. Nice big good morning stretch. And then bring your hands to heart center, bringing your elbows out wide, shoulders back and down. Let's reach back up and then fold over. Plant the hands here, step the left leg back, lowering the back knee. Your left hand stays on the mat, right arm comes up for a nice twist. You can look up at the ceiling. And then we're gonna slowly lift our left hand up and reverse. So right arm comes down, left arm comes up as we look up towards the ceiling. Great, now let's cartwheel the hands down and step it back to a plank. Then lower the knees. We'll come to a little cobra situation, tops of the feet on the mat. And then tuck the toes, down dog. Take just a second here, nice big deep breaths. And then look forward, step or hop it up to your hands. We're in that half lift. Flat back, push the hips back, and then forward fold. Start to bend the knees. Come all the way up, reach the arms up, nice big stretch. Hands to heart center. Great job. We're going to take the other side of the sequence. So reach your arms up and then forward fold all the way. Plant the hands. This time you're going to step the right leg back, lower the knee. Your right hand stays where it is. Left hand reaches up, opening the side body to the left. Maybe you're looking up at the ceiling. So we're going to reverse it here. So you're lifting your right hand up, left hand comes down, right arm goes up and over, looking up at the ceiling. Sometimes this is more of a balance pose than a nice stretch. So just be mindful where your legs are. Hopefully they're not in a straight line. You want railroad tracks here. And plant the hands. And we're gonna step it back to a high plank. Lower the knees. Come to a cobra. So using your arm strength to lift your chest up. And we'll take one last down dog here, just to close out that little flow. So take any other last movement in this down dog before we come back to a seat. And then we'll drop the knees down, walk them forward, swing your legs to the side. Your knees are bent in front of you, feet planted. Then your hands come behind. Your fingers are facing towards you. Opening out the chest, so like we did in the beginning, shoulders back and down. Your elbows are bent, looking up at an angle. Couple more breaths. Great job. Walk your hands forward. We'll take a butterfly fold, so bring your feet together, knees apart. You can bring your feet in as close as you like or as far apart. It's mostly up to how much of a hip opener you want. You can stay upright, or you can start to walk your hands forward and fold. So this is just a nice passive fold. So you can round the spine here. Start to walk your hands back up. And we'll straighten out the legs. We'll do another fold. So keeping your legs straight, maybe even flexing the feet here, so lifting them up. And then walking your hands forward as much as you can to come into this fold. It's okay if it doesn't look like much. Really, you just want to feel that hinge at the hips and that stretch in the back of the legs. Alright, start to walk your hands back up. And now bend your right knee, cross it over. You're going to take a twist. Left hand hugs the knee. Right hand comes behind. Lengthen the spine and then come into the twist. So you're looking behind your right shoulder. And then start to make your way back to center, and we'll just switch it out. So left knee bends, cross it over. Right arm hugs, left hand behind, lengthen, and then twist. Back to center. Make your way to seated cross-legged position. We'll just draw some circles with the spine. If you want, you can bring your hands to your knees, or you can bring your hands to the side and just in one direction, drawing a circle. You can go as slow or as fast as you'd like. And then start to go in the other direction. Great job. Make your way back to center. And we'll take a spinal stretch, side stretch here. So right hand comes down. You can either bring the hand down or the forearm. And then your left arm comes all the way up and over as you look past your armpit. See if you can stretch your fingers out. Noticing that stretch on the side. Great job. Both arms reach up. Nice big stretch. And then the other side, so left hand or forearm comes down. Right arm comes up and over. Looking up, really opening your chest out to the side. Stretching your fingers. Arms come back up one last time, nice big stretch. And then you can trickle your hands down. And we will come to our final resting pose of today, which is Shavasana. So come to lay on your back. Really lengthen your legs, your arms out to your sides. Palms facing up, shoulders back and down. Maybe you want to take a second to think about your intention, whether it was for this practice or for the day. Just check in with yourself. Notice how your body feels after this practice. Start to notice particular body parts that you feel you worked on the most during this practice, and maybe some that you'd like to revisit and re-practice if you plan to do some more yoga today. Really deepen your breath. Notice your breath. Notice how smooth it is, the rate at which it's going. Please know that you can always come to this pose at any time, in any practice. We'll take a cleansing breath here to seal the practice. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out the mouth. Great job today, yogis. Let's rub the palms together, generating some heat. Hover the palms over the eyes. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, thumbs over third eye. And together we bow. Namaste. Thank you, yogis, for sharing your practice with me today. Hopefully you feel more energized, more stretched to start out your day. And please let me know how you're feeling. As always, I love to hear from you. And that's it for today. So I will see you in the next video. Bye.